right. 3, 2, and 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Low Country Volkswagen. My name's Chad. Today, we'll be taking a in-depth look at the 2018 Volkswagen Atlas SEL Premium 4Motion. 20-inch blacked out wheels. This is absolutely a gorgeous vehicle here today. Now, first off, right at the beginning of the video, I want to let you know right up front here, folks, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching at right now, if you live in the Carolinas, come see my friends at Low Country. You know, they're so down to earth. They got a great selection of vehicles. They got a great sales team here. We got new people all the time coming in, buying cars from us. It's just a great place to purchase at. Just in a few days here, we got the 4th of July. So I don't know when you're watching this video, but for everybody out there, I hope you had a great 4th of July. But let's go ahead and get started with the review right now. So, you know, Volkswagen's shtick on this car this year is bigger means better, right? Now, yeah, think about it. Bigger, better. It definitely is bigger, that's for sure. I mean, Volkswagen Atlas is one of a kind. It's beautiful. It's kind of got a boxy but round feel to it. Got a lot of great features, a lot of great safety features inside this car. And if you have a family, it's perfect. I mean, it has what you need inside. Another thing I like about the Volkswagen Atlas 2 is there's a really nice price range with this vehicle, starting out in the low 30s, going up into the 50s. So there's a lot of, you know, trim levels and packages and all kinds of stuff, right? So that's cool. Even has 2 different engine choices. You can get the V6 like we have right here with 4Motion all-wheel drive, or V6 without all-wheel drive, or you can get the S model Atlas with a 2.0 liter turbo. Believe it or not, will literally haul boogie down the road. Believe me, I've driven it on the interstate. That 2.0 turbo hauls butt. So look at this car, folks. It's got a stance about it. I was like crouched down looking at this vehicle, okay? It looks good. I'm liking it a lot. I'm liking the black. I'm liking the roof racks up top. Then they got this chrome right here with the chrome logo, the Atlas V6 4Motion, and then to top things off, you got a boat or jet ski or a trailer. You also got the trailer package down here. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, folks, okay? I want to make sure you understand what I'm talking about right now. Right here, okay? These exhaust pipes. Now, everybody seems to be saying, oh, they're not real exhaust pipes. You know, they're just for looks. That's right. You got it right. Ding, ding, ding. The price is right. Okay? Yes, they are just for looks, but the exhaust fumes actually jet down. Now, I just did a Volkswagen Jetta review earlier, and I explained this kind of in-depthly, but I think people that watched it will understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do this once again. If you're a subscriber to my channel, then go ahead and fast forward through the next minute or so, because you already know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, just listen for a minute. I want you to think a minute. You're going to church on Sunday. You, Dad, got your khaki pants on, your navy blue polo, your hair's looking great, okay? You're doing good, right? Mom has got her beautiful dress on, and the kids are all dressed up too, and your little boy has got his khakis on as well. You're standing at the back of the vehicle, and you're popping that power tailgate, just like we have here. Let's go ahead and do that real quickly. No, this is not a magic show. This is a car review, just so you know. But we're going to go ahead and hit that button there, open that up. Well, it doesn't seem to want to open, but there we go. We got it opened up. Boom, that's open, right? You're standing there at the back of your car and you're loading things in and out. Let's just take a minute to think that you're driving a BMW X5, okay? Got the big exhaust pipes off the back. Think about this for a minute. If you have not washed your car in over a week, your exhaust pipes are going to have some black on them, okay? Now, Dad, you're standing there, you got your khaki pants on your BMW X5, and you're loading your stuff into the back, and guess what happens? Your leg just brushed up against the exhaust pipe. Now, for all y'all that complain about this not being the real deal here, folks, I want you to think about that for a minute. How is it going to be when you try to get your wife to actually get that grease and exhaust fumes off your pants? Think about it, really. So, the BMW, it's going to get your pants dirty. It's just an analogy. Also, think about this. let's say your wife's out in the yard, or maybe she's at, Target. She's loading stuff in. It's a hot day like today, right? She's got her little mini skirt on, or her little shorts on, or Daisy Dukes, whatever. And you're standing there, and your wife's loading her stuff in the car from Target. And she's in that BMW X5 again. She's standing there, and guess what happens? She calls you on the phone. She's crying because her leg just got burned from the BMW X5. Think about that for a minute, guys. What if it happened to your child? Those exhaust pipes are hot. You don't have to deal with that with a Volkswagen. There's not going to be another car reviewer online that's going to break it down for you like that. So you better go ahead and hit the like button right now. All right, everybody, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look in this trunk here on this Atlas. Now, we just got done talking about these exhaust pipes and all back here, and I'll tell you, I got my own feelings to it, okay? I'm going to go ahead and ante up with Volkswagen and take their side on this one. But as when it comes to room in the back of the trunk here on the Atlas, it's got the space you need. Tons of cargo space. Pretty good. I mean, really, to be honest with you, you got a lot of room back here with that third row seat up. You need more room, drop the third row seat down. You got a ton of space. If you need more space, maybe you want to fit that 80-inch flat screen in the back of the Atlas, lay the second row seats down for even more, and they all move down in different directions, and you got all kinds of different things you can do with the seating in the back of an Atlas. All right, so here is the only thing that kind of perturbs me a little bit on the Atlas. And I just learned this, and I've been reviewing this car since it came out in late 2017. You got a power tailgate feature. Here's the thing. The only way you're going to be able to drop the tailgate back down by using the power function is by hitting the button up on top of there. I think Volkswagen, it would be nice if you could actually click this button again and it drop it back down. But as you can see, I'm clicking and nothing is happening, okay? So again, if you want to close this, you're going to have to click like that up there and then drop it right back down. So that's the only little thing that it's not a big deal really, but some cars you can hit the button again and drop it back down. I don't know why Volkswagen is set up like that, but hey, that's for them to figure out. All right, everybody, so what a beautiful vehicle this is. Let's go ahead and take a look right here for just a moment. The Volkswagen Atlas does have remote start. We're going to go ahead and crank it up right now. You want to lock the vehicle like this. Okay, and then hit this down twice. It'll crank this puppy up, and any day now it'll crank up. Let's try again. Okay, maybe that doesn't want to work today. Okay, let's try again. Okay, well, maybe not. Lock, and hold it down again, and maybe not. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to crank up today. So we'll go back to cranking it up the old-fashioned way, right? This is something that seems to happen to me quite often when reviewing vehicles, is it doesn't want to remote start when I want it to remote start. And I know it works, but I don't know why it's not working right now. So anyways, let's go take a look for ourselves here for a minute. Definitely is the right key to the car. Everything else seems to be working. Let's go ahead and crank her up. I want to pop the hood today and show y'all this beautiful engine. And it is a nice engine under here, and that's what we're going to do. We'll also get the AC blowing and cool us off a little bit. 'Cause it's hot. It's hot. Okay. All right, now the hood's popped. So you might be wondering, what size motor's under here? I'm wondering myself. I'm thinking a 3.7. I'm thinking 3.7. And I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking 3.5, 3.7. 3.5, 3.7. You know what it is? Let me know. How about a 3.6? 3.6, okay? 24 valve. How about that? It's kind of odd, really, because a lot of vehicles on the market, like your Honda Pilot, might have a 3.5 or a 3.7, something like that. So it is a little odd, but we can't do a thorough job showing you under the hood with the camera so far away, so let's move it in. And guys, I'm just having fun today. No fancy editing or anything like that. We are just having a good time recording, and I hope you're enjoying it. Every bit of this review as I'm getting into it today. So, yeah, a lot of plastic under here. I never seen a valve cover with plastic, made out of plastic, but that's what you have. It definitely I guess, protects the motor a little bit. You got a Volkswagen logo here, the V6 there. This is your where your air filter goes. Intake manifold there. And believe it or not, it's actually a very spacious under here. You know, you probably could fit a V8 under there if you wanted to, some kind of drag motor. But, yeah, that's what you got. So it's very spacious. And, yeah, that's about it, okay? Don't really have too much more to say. All right. Well, holy macaronis. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Check this out. We got, all right, the window. The window's there, right? It's up. It's definitely cool in here. Let's go. Oh, hold on. One-click settings on your windows. Isn't that nice? Okay, pretty nice. Oh, that's hot. It's hot outside today. You know, so a lot of people are going to tell you, man, this guy, Chad, is the worst car reviewer ever. Man, he's horrible. He doesn't know anything about the vehicles, you know. He just doesn't know anything, dude. You know, dude, man, he doesn't know anything, man. Surfs up, right? Yeah. You know, well, this is what we do. We record and film and look at the cars. So that's what I do, folks, okay? I'm not Albert Einstein of the automotive industry. I like to get in cars and see what the creature comfort features are, and I like to break things down in layman's terms. So get your butt in here, camera, and let's start taking a look at her. Well, you can tell I'm hot, folks. I mean, it is scorching outside. Now, one thing I'll tell you, it's nice. You know, if this had a black interior, it would be a lot hotter in here, but this light shade of interior is really nice, and it looks good with the black exterior. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of the features inside the Atlas. This is, again, an SEL, and then we're going to go drive it down the road and take a look at it and drive it a little bit and see how it feels. Again, it is 4Motion all-wheel drive, so I kind of want to take it around some corners and things like that and see how that 4Motion feels in motion, right? I mean, that's why they call it 4Motion. But anyway, let's turn the camera around and take a look. All right, so right here, this is our this is called a steering wheel, folks. It's leather wrapped, and it's a telescoping steering wheel. Check that out. Go up and down and out and in and all around, and you know, all that good stuff. So that's nice. Go ahead and lock it in down here. It's not power, okay? Again, this is not a Bentley in here, okay? This has got a manual lever right there, and you just move that around. You know, again, Volkswagen is wrapping up some of this leatherette right onto here. It also has that soft touch that all the new car reviewers are talking about. Ooh, the soft touch. The soft touch is nice, and it definitely is nice if you get a car accident and your head or your forehead hits right there. Boom! You know, that soft touch is going to feel a little better than probably that hard plastic. Okay? So that's one thing to think about. Is it soft touch in here? Absolutely not. That is hard plastic there. But I love the big screen on the inside. That's looking great. I'm loving all the buttons and everything like that. Everything's easy to read. I like the 2 gauges there. Again, if we bumped up to the SEL Premium, we'd have a digital cockpit in here. So that whole thing right there would be all one big screen. You know, I do like the fact that we still get the panoramic glass sunroof up top on this car. So that's nice. And there is no sunglass holder here. So that's one thing I will complain about today is there should be sunglass holder there. It's kind of a clickbait thing going on here, right? It looks like it's there, but it's really not. You're going to have to just lay those Ray-Bans right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put them back on because we're getting ready to drive the car. Now down here, you got your start-stop button. Pretty decent-sized cup holders. USB auxiliary, 12-volt. Massive armrest. I mean, that really is a big armrest. And then huge junk drawer in there to throw all your junk in. And you got a USB port in there. And a lot of headroom. I will complain about the vanity mirror. Volkswagen needs to really start giving the ladies a little bit bigger mirror there. Again, the ladies love to do their makeup, and that's just not enough there for the ladies to do their makeup in, okay? So, you know, there's little things like that. You got your mirror here, which is pretty nice. You have LED lighting up top, which is pretty sweet. And it's Volkswagen's largest vehicle, so it's got the biggest windshield you ever see on a Volkswagen. So this is like a school bus for families. Think about that for a minute. All right. Anyways, people always look at me when I'm videoing and they're like, ooh, you know, I've never seen a car reviewer before. It's kind of like if I was a black bear at the zoo. You know, everybody's kind of looking over there at the guy with the camera. Anyways, I kind of like the attention, though. You do got all these buttons in here, which is kind of sweet. I'm liking that. You know, you got your off-road mode, your desert mode. If you're going over to Afghanistan, you got that mode there. And you got that button you can push to kind of make everything turn into bulletproof. And, you know, you don't have to worry about IEDs and, you know, missiles being launched at you. This thing will turn into a tank before you know it. Thank you, Volkswagen 4Motion. Let's go ahead and take it out for a test drive. All right, so pretty easy to put that seatbelt on, right? Always safety first. Get your seatbelts on, kids. Get them on, kids. Everybody needs to have a seatbelt on. You have an electronic park brake in here, so that's nice. Steering wheel feels good. Big mirrors. You got blind spot monitoring system on those mirrors, so if anybody's in my blind spot, I'll know. And it's got adaptive cruise control. All kinds of cool features on this thing. Let's hit the streets and see how it's gonna ride. You know, I love how it kind of sits up a little higher in the air. That feels really nice. And it's got a, it's really got kind of a strong feel to it, right? I mean, this thing feels like a tank. I mean, it's like you want to run into somebody, right? Now, let's just turn it and run into her over there, or you know, she could probably try to throw the car out of the way. She's a super strong lady. But anyways, it's a very attractive vehicle and a tough vehicle. So that's one thing to think about. Yeah, the lady over there a minute ago, she had biceps on her. She looked like she could choke me out in 2 seconds. All right, let's give this 4Motion a little test, right? Oh, that's strong. It feels good. I'm liking this. Oh, I love it. I really miss driving the Atlas, and I'm so happy to be back on board with Volkswagen now, where we can do reviews with them again. Too bad on the other store, you know? They are missing a lot. Anyways, this is great. We're gonna take the Atlas over to another store, which is a sister store of our dealership. It's actually our pre-owned dealership, and we're gonna take this over there and finish up our back seat review and all that over there. Okay, so one feature that I'm noticing right now is the engine is staying on. It's not cutting off and cutting back on when I hit the gas. It's still on right now. You know, I'm not a big fan of that feature. I don't know. It is on this car. I don't know why exactly it's not engaging in that. Oh, because it's shut off. Okay. Because I'll tell you one thing. When the engine shuts off like that and you're sitting at the stoplight, especially for several minutes like this light here, the AC on the car kind of gets a little bit warmer. And I don't really like that a whole lot. I like the car to stay blowing cold. Now, I know it helps with fuel consumption and all that, but again, when it's over 90 degrees and with the heat index over 100, I want my AC staying on all the time, whether that's at the light or driving down the road. So that's nice. You can cut that feature off, and it's working great. So far, so good. Car's driving nice. It feels good in here. I'm loving the pano roof up top. It gives it a very open feel. And it really feels classy, you know? Like, there's that BMW X5 right there. Oh my gosh, it really does have those dual exhaust pipes like I was talking about earlier. Ugh, and they're ugly. They really are. They're not very attractive on that BMW. It's just a round pipe sticking out the back. It almost looks like a plumber's pipe, okay? Again, Volkswagen, please people, remember, this is a beautiful vehicle. Don't hate on our beautiful chrome fascia exhaust pipes sitting there, okay? All right, we're gonna be pulling into our store right here. We're gonna get out, take a look. We're gonna get a little water for a minute and cool off, and then we're gonna go take a look at the back seats and all that. And we're gonna check out those third rows today too. This is really what you call a in-depth car review. Now, we over here sell a lot of pre-owned Audis. We keep all our pre-owned Volkswagens next door. This is where all the Audis are at over here. And our general manager really enjoys having Audis on ground out here. So that's kind of nice. Feels good. I'm liking the feel of this. All right, but I'm gonna walk inside, get a little glass of water, cool off for a minute, and we'll be right back. All right, so the Atlas is looking good out here today. We're gonna go ahead and walk around and take a look at it one last time at the exterior, just how pretty this car is sitting out here in this beautiful green grass. And then we're gonna walk over and take a look in the back seats, see what kind of room we have and all that. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna drive it back over to Volkswagen and drop it off for today, and then head on back home. You know, it's been a long day, long hot day. We're actually at the original place where, if you can see that over there on that building, it says, let's see if I can get our camera in focus a little bit. There we go. It says on there, Low Country Volkswagen. This is actually the original Volkswagen store here in Mount Pleasant, before we have our beautiful new one over there that was built probably back in 2008, right around that time frame. So anyways, still these stores over here are part of the Volkswagen family. So, you know, here's the thing. The back of the Volkswagen Atlas, I'm liking this. Very nice. Keep a little more shade on the kids or on the adults. Cubby hole spots all over. You know, your back seats are nice and roomy. You can roll them up, push them back, fold them flat. You got a lot of different things you can do with the seats. Okay, we got our camera stuff back here now. I got to move some of this out the way for a minute, but let's push that over there. Push that right there. I like that you got rear air. That's nice to see, and rear climate control. And I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the back third row for a minute. See how that just folds up like that? Makes that opening nice and wide for you. And then you got all that space back there. Look at all that room in the back of the Atlas. It really is a roomy vehicle. And it's pretty roomy back here too. Okay, so again, I've done a lot of reviews on these Atlases, and I've sat in the third and the second, and it's plenty of space all around. That's a nice solid vehicle. But folks, let me tell you, let me go ahead and look at this window sticker for a minute. This Atlas here with 3.6 liters, getting 23 on the highway, 17 city, average combined 19 mile per gallon. Got great safety ratings. It's got a price tag on this SEL with 4Motion at $45,330. So it's a pretty attractive price tag there, around $45,000 for a beautiful vehicle. Let's hop back in the cockpit and let's hit the streets and head back over to Volkswagen. Boy, we are in traffic. That is for sure. Good thing we're just going across the road. Check out these wipers though. Man, do they do a good job cleaning. Oh, yes, they do. Look how clean that window is. I like it. Blind spot monitoring system comes in handy while we are cruising in all this traffic. That is definitely for sure. But I'll tell you, the 3.6 has got a lot of power. Feels good. I mean, it's, you know, it's one of those motors where when you hit the gas pedal down, it goes. It's got some torque. It's got horsepower. It's got what you need. All right, everybody, we're going to go back over to Volkswagen and drop this pretty girl off. And I hate to do it, but it's time to head on back to the next location. So thank you for watching with us.